For most of American history, the rules of public life were written inside stone walls and marble halls. Information moved through physical channels. A small number of editors controlled the printing presses, deciding exactly which stories made it to your front door. By the mid-20th century, we gathered in our living rooms to watch broadcast networks at scheduled times. We received the same images, heard the same national leaders, and shared a synchronized reality. Over the last 20 years, that shared reality fractured. The centers of civic and cultural gravity migrated from physical buildings and broadcast towers directly into the phones in our pockets. These platforms have become the default structures for American life. They are the new arenas where we form relationships, gather news, and conduct our political debates. This shift changed how we are governed. Legacy institutions operated through transparent laws and public accountability. But our modern digital squares are managed by algorithmic extraction, a logic hidden inside lines of code. Our modern public spaces are no longer designed to serve a civic purpose. They are engineered ecosystems built to capture, hold, and monetize human attention. When Mark Zuckerberg launched the Facebook in 2004, it was an invitation-only directory. It was designed to help Harvard students see who else was in their classes. That changed in 2009 with the introduction of the like button. Suddenly, the complex, messy reality of human approval was reduced to a single, countable metric. This created a positive feedback loop. You post a photo, get a dopamine hit from likes, and are trained to post again. Every click becomes behavioral data. This is surveillance capitalism, packaging your habits and moods for the highest bidder. Facebook turned the private act of friendship into a stream of data for a multi-billion-dollar market. At the same time, Twitter was accelerating the pace of information. It bypassed traditional editorial gatekeepers, allowing anyone to broadcast short messages to a global audience in seconds. During the Arab Spring, this architecture enabled rapid transnational mobilization. Activists used hashtags to organize protests and share tactical updates, forcing the world to pay attention to movements that were once silenced. But the same system that empowers activists also prioritizes whatever keeps users scrolling. On Twitter, that means the algorithm favors high-emotion content, like outrage and tribalism, over measured deliberation. In the United States, this turned the presidency into a digital spectacle. Policy debates were replaced by tweet storms and cancel culture, a cycle of viral accusations and counterattacks that deepened social divisions. Elon Musk's takeover and rebranding to X accelerated these trends. By reducing content moderation in the name of free speech, the platform became a more volatile space where unverified claims and extreme rhetoric circulate with almost no friction. Twitter's architecture of speed changed the political square from a site of debate into an arena of outrage, making it harder for citizens to agree on a shared baseline of truth. While Twitter focused on speed, Instagram focused on the visual. Its core mechanic was the digital filter. These tools evolved from simple color grading into sophisticated software that smooths skin, sharpens features, and alters facial symmetry. Physical appearance became something that could be edited in real time. This created a visual economy of identity. To gain visibility, users are pressured to perform a version of themselves that matches an algorithmically preferred, sanitized ideal. Instagram's design forces users to compete for social validation by conforming to an artificial standard of perfection. Likes, hashtags, and filters are more than just software features. They are the tools that define our social media civilization. Silicon Valley's business model inserted an algorithm between us and our reality. It now mediates who we talk to, what news we see, and how we understand our neighbors. Accessing these networks requires us to surrender our behavioral data as a form of digital rent. In this attention economy, human beings are the raw materials. Our interactions, our anxieties, and our relationships are being mined to fuel a massive, centralized data system. Reclaiming our agency requires us to recognize that these platforms are not passive tools, but active governors of our public and private lives. Decoding this architecture is the first step toward building a future where our connections are once again our own.